What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another Arsenal update video. Few bits to talk about today. It is the international break. It is a little bit quiet at the moment. I will be back on stream later on in the week, but a few things to do this week. So it'll be pre-recorded videos for today, people. But a few things going off in the world of Arsenal, things to talk about, transfer links to a potential January midfielder. And also, Aaron Ramsdale's dad has been doing a lot of talking. Well, we'll get your thoughts. Should he have been talking so much? We'll get into it. We'll break it all down. A bit of a boost in the injury department for Arsenal as well. Big up to everyone locked in. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share the content about. So, people, let's start with the first transfer story of the day. Arsenal being linked with Portuguese international midfielder Ruben Neves. Ruben Neves playing over there in Saudi Arabia at the moment. He was potentially going to move to Newcastle on loan in January, but the deal has been blocked. He's playing for Al Hilal over there in Saudi Arabia, 26-year-old centre midfielder. Now, there were rumours that he could be going to Newcastle on loan, but apparently the move has been blocked by the Premier League as a conflict of interest. Obviously, Al Hilal are based over there in Saudi Arabia. Newcastle are owned by Saudi Arabian owners, and they feel it's a bit of a manipulation of the rules for players to be loaned between clubs with similar owners. So Arsenal are trying to hijack the deal. Now, the story is in the Sun today. Arsenal are trying to hijack Newcastle's potential move for Portuguese international midfielder Ruben Neves. Neves has previously been linked with a move to Arsenal. Edu is a keen admirer of him, and with the injury situation with Thomas Partey, Arsenal see it as an option to get Ruben Neves on loan from January till the end of the season. Now, there's no real opportunity to do this deal permanently. He's on absolutely massive wages over there in Saudi. He's not looking to move on a permanent deal. This would simply be a loan until the end of the season with no option or obligation to buy. Me personally, I would be in favour of this deal. I think it makes sense. We definitely need a midfielder. I think, El Neni, Jorginho, Partey and Rice, with Partey's injury record, certainly we need another midfielder in January. You don't want to be relying on Jorginho and El Neni. Declan Rice at the moment is carrying this midfield. We know there could be financial fair play implications in January. Arsenal may be looking to go for a striker. If you can get Ruben Neves in on loan until the end of the season, 26 years of age, knows the league, bags of quality on the ball, I think that would be a fantastic bit of business for Arsenal and a shrewd bit of business in a January market that can be quite difficult. It also gives us the opportunity to maybe spend money in other areas and then go again in the summer with somebody else. So let me know in the comments what you think about that. Ruben Neves to Arsenal on loan. Would you be in favour of that? Me personally, it would definitely be a big thumbs up. I would definitely sign Ruben Neves. Quality player. Let's move on. This is where the story changes a little bit. Aaron Ramsdale's dad. Yeah, I said it. Aaron Ramsdale's dad, Nick Ramsdale, appeared on the Highbury squad with Kevin Campbell and Sophie over there. He came on the show and was defending his boy. As you expect all good dads to do, they're going to defend their child. But this is top level football and elite sport. Let's go through what he said, and then I want you guys to give me your opinions in the comments. So the quote that he said, this was Aaron Ramsdale's dad, Nick. He said, "Aaron's lost that smile when he was holding on to the ball at this moment in time. It is difficult. It's difficult to see him. We all keep saying you need to keep smiling. David Raya is a great goalkeeper. It's not his fault. He's come into the club as a goalkeeper. Aaron says he's a lovely guy and they both work hard in training and they're trying to help each other as much as possible. It's possibly the way it's been done. Not knowing the reason why, this is me because we don't know why." He said, again, Aaron is working as hard as he can. He's trying to do his best. He's upbeat and he'll do everything to try and help Arsenal win. But he feels he hasn't been given an explanation or enough of a reason as to why this situation is occurring. So, There's the quotes. Let's break it down. I understand. He's his dad. He's frustrated. He's gone onto a podcast and he's going to speak up and defend him. It's his child at the end of the day, and we all understand that. However, I can tell you from being inside of football clubs before, even at a lower level to this, that interview will not go down well at Arsenal. I can tell you that categorically, right? They will be looking at that interview and going, listen, mate, you know, he's a big man, first of all. This is part of football. He hasn't been sacked. He hasn't been put to train with the under-23s. He's not being mistreated. What is happening to him, unfortunately, is something that happens in football every single day of the week. The manager decides that player is not the player to keep this club moving forward at this set moment in time. So they look for somebody that has a more suitable skill set. And as much as, listen, on one hand, you could say it's harsh. Ramsdale helped Arsenal get in the Champions League. Now he's not being played in the league or the Champions League. The reality of the situation is Ramsdale was bought from Sheffield United, who'd just been relegated to the Championship. He was given a significant contract and pay rise. And the same situation Aaron Ramsdale, his dad, is complaining about is the same way he came into the football club. Leno was the number one, part of an FA Cup winning squad. Ramsdale came in, he's been brought in for competition. We all knew it was a matter of time before Leno got dropped. So to me, my advice to Aaron Ramsdale's dad, all you can do, my friend, is knuckle down, train as well as you can, put as much pressure as you can on David Raya. If I was in Ramsdale's situation, I would be frustrated. But the positive I would take is, well, David Raya's not pulling up trees. He doesn't look unbelievable compared to Ramsdale. I don't think the door is completely closed. He needs to work hard, train well, put pressure on him, and when he gets the opportunity, perform. Of course, it's frustrating. The Euros in the summer. He's been linked to Chelsea already, and maybe he's got one eye on leaving. But the reality is, we're in November. He's only been dropped since September. You're talking about 2 months. So I think this interview was not helpful for him. I understand it, but it's not the way forward. I can guarantee you Mikel Arteta will not be sitting there thinking, oh, Ramsdale's dad's had a moan, so let me play him on Saturday. If anything, it may make him even more determined not to play him. I want your thoughts in the comments. What do you think? Was he right to do that interview publicly? Personally, I think it was way too soon, and I don't think he's been mistreated to a point where he needed to do that. However, he's a dad being a dad. So let me know what you think, people. And third and finally is an injury boost at last for Arsenal. Their captain, Martin Odegaard. According to reports today, Odegaard is set to return for the game against Brentford after the international break, as long as his recovery period goes as planned. He's pulled out of the Norwegian squad for their upcoming games. Norway have not qualified for the Euros, so Arsenal didn't see a need for him to travel and go over there. He will be at London Colney doing a recovery programme, and hopefully we will see him fit and available for the game in a couple of weeks' time against Brentford. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. Odegaard has not been brilliant this season. There's no doubt about that. We said he'd gone trick-or-treating over Halloween because he's disappeared. He turned into a ghost the last few weeks. However, this team does not have the same level of creativity when he is not in it. We need a fit and in-form Martin Odegaard in this team if we're going to progress this season. He's the creative spark in this team. He's the guy who I think can play that defence splitting pass. And hopefully we see him back in shape and in form for the game against Brentford. Listen, people, thank you very much for tuning in today. Short and sweet. Let me know about what we've spoken about today. In particular, would you take Ruben Neves on loan until the end of the season? For me, that is an absolute no-brainer. And about the Nick Ramsdale, Aaron Ramsdale's dad's comments, do you agree with them? Do you think they're helpful? Let me know what you think. And obviously, Martin Odegaard, injury boost, which should help us moving forward. Thank you very much for tuning in, people. And I'll see you later in the week. Bless.